What if you could have a guardian watching over your health 24/7? Well, for a growing number of us, that guardian is already here, and it's living right on our wrists. Today, we're going to dive into how wearable technology is completely flipping the script on healthcare, moving away from just fixing problems to actually preventing them from ever happening. Let's get into it.
Think about it for a second. Beyond that one doctor's appointment you have every year, what's the real story of your health from minute to minute, day to day? For pretty much all of human history, that's been a total black box. But you know what? That's all starting to change.
And this is so much bigger than just some new gadgets. We're talking about a fundamental shift in the entire philosophy of medicine. We're moving from a system that only reacts when you get sick to one that's designed to keep you healthy in the first place.
So, on one side, you've got the model we're all used to, reactive healthcare. You feel sick, you go to the doctor, you get a diagnosis and treatment. Simple. But on the other side is this new, emerging model, preventive healthcare. And this is all about using data and tech to stay one step ahead of the game, catching those little red flags before they ever turn into big problems.
A traditional checkup, when you think about it, is really just a single snapshot. It's one picture taken on one day at one specific moment in time. And trying to understand your overall health from that one photo, you're missing almost the entire story.
But wearables? They don't give you a snapshot. They give you the whole movie. You get to see the trends, the patterns, the ups and downs, all the early warnings that a single picture would completely, totally miss.
Okay, so what is the actual technology that's making all this happen? Let's take a look at the devices that are giving us this absolutely unprecedented view inside our own bodies.
Of course, we all know the big ones, right? Smartwatches, fitness trackers, they're everywhere. But there's also this growing world of specialized biosensors. Now, these are often medical-grade devices designed to monitor really specific things, like continuous glucose levels for people with diabetes. And the sheer amount of data they collect is just incredible. We're not just talking about your heart rate, but the patterns within it. Not just how many hours you slept, but the quality of that sleep. They're tracking activity, blood oxygen, even blood glucose. Every single data point is like a brushstroke, and when you put them all together, they paint this amazingly detailed picture of your health.
But here's the thing. These devices have grown up. They're so much more than just data collectors now. They've literally evolved from simple step counters into genuine health guardians.
You can see the evolution so clearly. At first, it was all about just counting steps, getting people to move a little more. Then, they got smarter and started tracking key vitals like heart rate and sleep. But the real game changer is this latest phase, active detection. These things can now spot abnormalities, like an irregular heartbeat, and actually alert you that something might be wrong. And let's be really clear, this is not science fiction. This is happening right now. Features like on-demand ECGs and irregular rhythm alerts are already, literally, saving lives by giving people that critical heads-up they need to get medical help before a situation turns into a full-blown emergency. Now, the impact here goes way beyond just you and me. When all this personal data gets connected into the wider healthcare system, it has the potential to make the whole thing smarter, faster, and way more efficient. And this brings us to the real powerhouse behind it all, predictive analytics. Just imagine, you feed all of this continuous data into a really powerful AI. It learns what's normal for you, and then it can spot tiny little deviations from that baseline, patterns that could signal a health issue developing, sometimes weeks or even months before you'd ever feel a single symptom. It's kind of like having a smoke detector for your body. So who actually benefits from all this? Well, the short answer is pretty much everyone. As a patient, you're empowered. You get to be proactive about your own health. For doctors, it's like going from a single photograph to a live video stream of their patient's health, which allows for much earlier intervention. And for the health system as a whole, well, preventing disease is always cheaper than treating it, which means lower costs and less burden on hospitals. It's a win-win-win.
Of course, a revolution this big doesn't happen without some serious challenges. We have to tackle some really tough questions. Who actually owns all of this personal health data? How do we keep it secure from bad actors? And maybe most importantly, how do we make sure this incredible technology is accessible to everyone and not just something for the wealthy?
So, assuming we can navigate those hurdles, what's next? What's on the horizon for this tech? The future is all about seamless integration. Imagine a t-shirt with biosensors woven right into the fabric, or a skin patch that's so thin and flexible you'll literally forget you're wearing it.
The AI is also going to evolve from just a tracker into a true personal health coach, giving you customized advice. And on a huge scale, all of this anonymous data could help us spot and forecast public health trends, maybe even helping us get ahead of the next pandemic.
And really, it all comes down to this one powerful idea. We're reaching a turning point where the goal of healthcare itself is changing. The future won't be measured by how well we can treat disease, but by how effectively we can prevent it from ever taking hold.
Which kind of leaves us with one final thought to chew on. With all this incredible power to monitor, to predict, and to prevent, maybe the future of healthcare isn't some far-off, distant concept. Maybe, for a lot of us, it's already here, quietly watching over us, right now, on our wrists. Thanks for joining this explainer.